regarding, not only the death of Max, which without a question has been tragic, but also how the council meeting has been canceled and there are death threats against the police. How do you think about everything that is happening now?
Well, first and foremost, just the death of Max, it's crushing. Every day is a process. It's like my emotions is off and on. As far as the council meeting being canceled because of the website or what have you, it's really a tragedy that it has gotten this far without an explanation, without an apology from the police officer that had shot Max. He shot him 4 times in front of me. He was actually executed in front of me. As far as the death threats against the officers, I am not condoning that. Like I said, I do not want anybody to have any threats against any officers. All of them are not bad. There is some good officers, but there are several that need to be investigated. They need to be fired, and they need to be actually charged criminally.
Do you think this is coming or going too far in terms of threats, this council meeting, the bomb threat that happened like last week? Are we going into the wrong direction? I mean, threats against you, you mentioned before, like you have to have somebody to take, care of your security.
I believe in not necessarily more threats against me. It's just I want to make sure that that I'm not confronted with negative people.
What's people telling you?
Primarily, they're in support. I have almost 99% people in support of me. As far as the bomb threats, the threats, or whatever is going on, that's out of order. I am an American. I am pro law enforcement, and I do not want anybody to threaten any officer at all. And as far as the officers being accountable, the police chief being accountable, I want an independent investigation to take place in the police department outside of what they're doing, because quite naturally they're going to cover each other. I want an independent counsel or an independent investigation so that they can dig into it and find out why they're trained like that. Their policies and their procedures need to be changed.
What do people say to you? Besides, you mentioned 99% of support. What the 1% is saying to you?
Well, some of them, being that they weren't there, they'll say that it was my fault. I was exercising my rights as a citizen of America, filming, and in addition to that, I was not trying to be a distraction to that. It was only like 3 or 4 minutes left. It ended up the way it did because they were retaliating against me.
For the previous suit?
For the previous suit.
What is it about, the previous legal action?
False imprisonment, assault and battery, intentionally bodily harm. Actually, they broke my rib, and they've done numerous things to me. There were several other complaints outside the lawsuit. So they are actually targeting me. And so my whole thing is to show not only Hawthorne, but show the country that Hawthorne is actually operating in misconduct.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Leon. This is for all your online supporters.
Thank you, ma'am.
Streaming online. I'm going to stream all your stuff online.
Thank you.
For everybody else all over the country.
Thank you for your support, okay?
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.